put your hands together for the very funny, the very talented Thenjiwe!
Hello, London. So nice to be here. One of the things that I've quickly learned is that white people are never going to pronounce my name correctly. So for the duration of my stay in London, my name is Mandela. Because that one name you never mess up. The thing is, you guys need to understand that we take pride in our names as Africans. Our names have a deep meaning. So we like it when you respect our names and at least learn to pronounce them correctly. Because you wouldn't like it if I called you Uzen. If I started calling you Kon. Our names, we have even English names that have a deeper African meaning than some of the African names. My father spent 7 years in Robben Island. 7 years. If he had done another 20, he would have been the real Nelson Mandela. And when he came back home after 7 years, my mother was 8 months pregnant. She had twins, and they were named Forgive and Forget. And being a black South African, I come from a long line of mine workers. So naturally, I'm a gold digger. And I am trying to understand things. I do not understand some of the things that you people here do, especially white people. You love themed parties. Yeah. I was invited to a gig, and they told me it was the Victorian themed party. As an educated black woman, I did not show up. I'm sorry. I do not trust white people. And I'm married to one. I don't trust you guys so much that I don't even tell my husband when I've had a dream, because I know what you did to Martin Luther. And coming from a very strong political background family, it's difficult for me being married to a white person, because after everything that we went through in South Africa, people think I'm a sellout. But I keep telling them it's not my fault. My mother told me not to play in the mud. And I think everyone should try to date outside their race. It's the most beautiful thing. You get away with a lot. Like if my husband wants a doggy style on a Wednesday, I just tell him it's against my culture. And I'm sure you are aware of what's going on in South Africa at the moment. As black people, we're really trying to get the land back. And I'm not a fighter, so my land is going to be sexually transmitted back to me. And the thing is, people use racism even when it's not necessary. It's always about race, it's racism, it's about race. Not all the time. Sometimes people just don't get along. I'm sure you have black people you don't like. You have white people you don't get along with, and it's fine. Like my mother-in-law and I, we don't get along, and I know she is not racist. We just have different personalities. I'm a Libra, she's a bitch. But I'm trying to understand your culture. I'm trying to understand the different things that you do which we don't understand. What I love about London is that you guys have some nice professional black men. There's nothing more exciting than seeing a black man wearing a suit and going to work in the office. Where I come from, you can only say two things to a black man wearing a suit. It's either rest in peace or may the defendant rise. So I really love being in London. But there are things I do not understand. And I think you guys are to blame for everything that went on in South Africa. Because you really sent us some fucked up white people. You sent us your factory rejects. Like, they came to South Africa and they told us we needed to change the name of the country. And after meetings and meetings they had, they decided to settle on South Africa. How lazy can you get? We don't even have a name for our country, it's just a geographical location. And I can understand, you guys, your English is so confusing. Your English is confusing. We already have 11 languages in South Africa, and then you bring your English to confuse us even more. There are words I'm still trying to understand, like discover. You guys came to South Africa, actually Africa, a whole continent with millions of people already living in it, and you said you discovered it. How exactly do you discover a whole continent with people who've been living in it for millions and millions of years? But when my brother comes to your house and discovers a television, you put him in jail. And how you guys teach your young children to be confident and to believe in themselves from a young age. Oh, little Johnny, you can become anybody. When you grow up, you can be anybody you want to be. Our Nigerian brothers come here, do exactly the same thing. You call it identity fraud. I'm still trying to understand. There are things I respect about you guys. White people, you know how to save your money. You know how to invest. You have beautiful homes. You have beautiful jobs. You save your money. But when you get those 2 weeks off in the year, you go camping. Like, if I really miss sleeping on the floor, I visit my cousins in Soweto. But I have done well for myself. I have a son, 12-year-old. He lives here in Guildford. Thank you very much, in Surrey. But it's so difficult for me because London is expensive. The pound is so strong against the rand. And I've been trying to promise him, I'm going to take you home, I'm going to take you to Africa, I'm going to take you to the motherland. And last year, he kept asking me, but mom, I want to go to Africa. So I took him to Peckham. So now he thinks Africa is just a small town full of hair shops. And I'd like to thank you guys on behalf of Africa. Anyone who donates to Comic Relief here? Thank you. We really appreciate it. But we don't need the blankets. Africa is hot. And please stop sending us your celebrities. And stop sending the crew with the cameras. I mean, you're wasting so much money. The money you spend sending someone like Davina McCall to Africa could build a school in a small country. I understand what you want. You want to have the pictures to make people pity us and see all the hungry people. I have a solution. You can use your own hungry people, like Victoria Beckham. Just put a couple of flies on her face and put her in Woolwich. It's not easy. It's not easy being black. It's not easy being a woman. So for me, it's double difficult. I grew up in the township called Kwamashu, Esnqawini. But I've recently moved to Johannesburg. And Johannesburg is not easy. Those of you who've been to South Africa, you know Johannesburg is not easy. When you get there, they tell you things like, Thenjiwe, you're now in Johannesburg. You're now on television. You can't be seen with that hair of yours. You need to have better hair. You need 100% Indian hair. Guys, when you look at the 100% Indian hair and 100% Brazilian hair, it's all made in China. And I come from Durban, capital city of India. I have never ever seen a bold Indian woman. So my black sisters, you know where the hair comes from. And can I just say that just because I'm black, it does not mean I know every other black person in the world. Stop telling me about your friend in Ghana. I don't know them. I haven't been to Ghana. And please stop asking me what I think about Bill Cosby. I was not there. I also know him from television. Stop asking me, do you think he did it? Do you think it was fair? Do you think it was good that they arrested him? I don't know. All I know about Bill Cosby is I would love to have a taste of that vintage dick. Because if over 40 women can remember exactly what happened over 40 years ago, that's got to be some good dick. I had sex with my husband just this morning and I don't remember a thing. And I was sober. So let's learn to give credit where it's due. And I love traveling, but please, England is better. America is the worst. First time out of South Africa, I went to America to be an au pair, which sounded so nice and so sexy. I didn't know it was just another name for a nanny. And when I got there, they are so ignorant. They were telling me things like, Thenjiwe, you're in America now. You no longer have to sleep on the floor. This is a bed. Thenjiwe, we use money in America. We get it from a hole in the wall. Guys, we come from South Africa or from any parts of any third world country. We fly in, which means at least we have an airport. And to apply for your jobs, you send us forms through the internet, and they are written in English. And then we come here and you ask us, when did you learn English? I learned it on the plane. How long was the flight? 11 hours and I slept for 10. Like seriously, please encourage everyone you know to travel and to see Africa. Yeah. We no longer live in trees. You've taken them all and you sell them at Oak Furnitureland. But it is nice to be a comedian. I used to be a lawyer. I used to be an immigration lawyer. And what's funny is, when you guys come to our countries, you are experts. When we come here, we are automatically illegal aliens or illegal immigrants. Why can't you call us experts? And we are not here to steal your jobs. We are just here to clean your houses. What encouraged me to first come to England was I had friends who were working here. And all my life, I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be on TV. And when they told me they were working for the BBC, I thought, perfect, I'm going to England. Only to come here and find out that BBC stands for British Bum Cleaners. And then when you come to Africa, the beautiful Africa, you refuse to learn our languages. You say our languages are difficult. They are not. If you can learn French, you can learn Zulu. Because when it comes to doing business and money, you suddenly learn the languages. To my African people, I say to you, anyone who refuses to pronounce your name, stop pronouncing theirs. Catherine must be Catherine. If you start calling John on. But there are beautiful things about here. When I first worked here, I realized you guys have something so beautiful called bereavement leave. You really get time off just because somebody in your family has died. Nobody would go to work in Africa. We have diseases that kill people every day. So when I found out that where I was working, they had bereavement leave, the first thing I did was, okay, I must tell them I have a twin. I must tell them my parents are still alive. So I used to just take 2 weeks leave every so often. And I loved that they were so ignorant. Sometimes I would take time off because my lion ate my elephant. You guys need time off when your goldfish dies. And then one time, they found out that my mother had died 7 years ago, and I had just gone on my 2 weeks bereavement leave. But it wasn't my fault that my mother couldn't hold down and she died before I got that job. So I hadn't lied. I don't know why I got fired. Racism is everywhere. And being a woman is difficult, guys. It is so difficult. We put so much pressure on each other. We are always putting a lot of pressure on each other about how we look. You go to any hairdresser, women with long hair are cutting it off. Women with short hair are putting on weave. It's so much pressure. At the gym, people are trying to lose weight, some are trying to gain weight. I think in 2018, we should stop doing that. We should just appreciate ourselves the way God created us. Yes. We should love ourselves in our different shapes and different colors. Like, if you guys look at me properly, my breasts are not the same size. But I love that. And I use it to my advantage. Because it means I can fuck men who love big breasts and I can fuck men who love small breasts. You love big breasts, you play on the right. You love small breasts, we play on the left. And I'm very lucky because I was raised by a Christian woman. From a young age, my mother taught me to let go of things I no longer need in life. She taught me not to hold on to things, not to be a hoarder. If you're not gonna need it in the future, get rid of it. Get rid of friends that no longer fit the profile. Which is why on my second day at university, I got rid of my virginity. And my mother told me to make sure that I never ever marry a man without a professional job. Because the best time to have sex is when your husband is away on a business leave. And it's not easy being a mother. I find it difficult being a mother. I am too honest. Sometimes I find myself calling my son of a bitch. And then I realized I am the bitch here, which is very difficult. And being married to a white man and people thinking that I'm a sellout, I'd like to make it clear to everyone that just because I'm married to a white man doesn't mean I no longer sleep with black men. And what I love about here, 2 weekends ago, I went to a place called Blackpool. Wow. Now I know where Jeremy Kyle gets people for his shows. Wow. And I have a message from home. They asked me to bring back all the jewels from the Queen. I don't know if you guys can help discover them with me. And the thing is, being black is so difficult that we go under a lot of pressure. You guys don't understand how easy it is to be you. From a young age, we are told that our hair is not professional. Our hair is not good enough. We need to relax our hair. We need to straighten our hair. It's like, were we born not relaxed? Do we need our hair to look like yours for us to be relaxed? Which doesn't make sense. But what I love is now we have really come to terms with who we are. We have fallen in love with who we are, and we are so happy being African. I love it when I see African people wearing their African hair. I love it when I see African people not bleaching their skin. We have such a big problem with Africans bleaching their skin. A lot of our celebrities back home think in order to make it in life, you need your skin to be bleached. You need to look whiter. So much so that a lot of them started looking like chickens. And I'd like to say to all my black sisters that nothing will ever make you prouder and look better more than being yourself. Sometimes even with the makeup, we go too much. Sometimes you can't even tell who the person is if they don't have the makeup. Sometimes we put it on like it's peanut butter. And most of all, it's because of you, black brothers. We always have to be walking around in high heels while you are in your comfortable shoes. Sometimes we can't even take a proper shower because we have to protect the fake hair. Which is why, for me, my beautiful black sisters, even white sisters, if you are going through the same problem, the next time a guy tells you you look better with 100% Indian hair, or you look better with 100% Brazilian hair, you tell him, brother, you will also look a lot better with 100% Nigerian dick. Because I'm so tired of people thinking that every black man has a big dick. It's a myth. There are some black brothers sitting right here, right now, with toothpicks. And we are always busy working comfortable for them. And I really believe that we should encourage people to date outside their race. Because if we all did that, number one, we will all have beautiful children. Number two, nobody will be racist to anyone. We will have different isms, but racism will not form part of them. We will still have ageism. Some of the people will still not get girlfriends because of dickism. And I believe as women, if we really got together and decided to say no more to abuse and to, because no relationship is worth a black eye. No relationship is worth any kind of abuse. If in 2018 we got together and said, I am not gonna stay in an abusive relationship, and we bought vibrators. Because the good thing with vibrators is you choose your own size, you choose your own color, and no vibrator ever wakes you up in the morning and asks you to make it breakfast. No vibrator will ever tell you that it's going out on a night out with other vibrators. It always stays exactly where you put it. No vibrator will ever put any pressure on you. If you want to take it to work with you, you take it to work with you. And in South Africa, the main problem we have is our politicians. When I came here, I actually wanted to say a few things about our politicians, but then I realized it would be so unfair to make jokes about my fellow comedians. With all the problems we have, they recently made an announcement that they are now going to give free condoms with flavors. Because they think Africans are not using condoms because of the flavors. And the flavors they came up with were strawberry and blueberry. And I'll tell you now, no black person likes strawberries or blueberries. Those who can afford blueberries and strawberries can afford to buy their own condoms. So I think if they're really trying to help us, they should have flavors that we as Africans can enjoy, like tinned fish, peanut butter, fried chicken. Then maybe we will start using condoms. And please, when it comes to racism, it's so difficult to understand who is racist and who is not. Like my father-in-law, I cannot tell whether he is racist or he is not, because he's such a good man. Last month for my birthday, we were in Spain, and he said, Thenjiwe, well, Mandela, I understand that you are missing your family and you haven't been home. So on your birthday, I'm gonna take you to a place that's gonna remind you of where you come from. I'm gonna take you back to your roots. So he took me to a strip club because according to him, we are still naked in Africa. And when we got there, I was so shocked that people came to Africa and told us it was barbaric to walk around naked. And then you go to other countries and people are paying to see naked people. For how long are we going to allow you guys to take business away from us? You guys even have newspapers that have a special page dedicated to naked women. But when we do it in Africa, it's barbaric. We should go to school. And then you come and you tell us, oh, you drink too much. These Africans are always drinking. I drink. I love my drink. And I blame my white English teacher and my chemistry teacher. Because according to my chemistry teacher, alcohol is a solution. So, my beautiful people, my beautiful London people, my beautiful black people, it is time that we take pride in who we are and we stop faking it and we try to get along regardless of our differences, regardless of our different colors, which is why today I say no more to this rubbish. Thank you very much. My name is Thenjiwe.